This is Red Square in Moscow, the capital of Russia, and once the heart of one of the 20th century's superpowers, the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics. This so-called workers' empire extended its influence from the Berlin Wall in the west to the city of Vladivostok to the east. Every year on May Day, the USSR paraded its military might on these cobblestones for all the world to see. It was truly a force to be reckoned with.
The USSR was born out of the 1917 revolution led by Lenin. He wanted to create a new society based on the ideas of a German thinker, Karl Marx, a communist society where wealth would be shared equally by the people who created it. Joseph Stalin, Lenin's successor, pushed through an industrial revolution that looked like it could deliver on Lenin's promises. Everyone and everything had to submit to Stalin's grand ambitions for the Soviet Union. In the 1970s, it looked like Stalin's vision had become a reality. But by 1991, the Soviet people had had enough. They rejected their communist rulers and everything they stood for.
Why then, after 70 years of communism, was the Soviet Union so quick to abandon its system of government? The answer to this question lies in the life and times of the last leader of the USSR, Mikhail Gorbachev. The impact of this individual was to bring down the curtain on a society forged in violent revolution.
When Gorbachev came to power in 1985, the USSR had fallen behind the West, where consumer goods were better made and more plentiful. Free market, capitalist economies like Britain's and America's were successful. Gorbachev's communist economy, on the other hand, was on the verge of collapse. Unlike recent Soviet leaders, here was a man prepared to confront this problem head-on.
He traveled a lot across the country, and when he went on trips, he got out of his car, he talked to people on the streets, he was surrounded by people, and at first it produced a very, very positive impression.
When Gorbachev came, and he was young, by our Soviet standards, he was young, so he came new blood, new mind, and the hope was really very, very big, very high.
The last three Soviet leaders had all been old-school communists who ruled until they died. But Gorbachev was a younger, new-style leader prepared to question the way things had always been done.